Ron Felton with Home Inspection Services here, and we're going to do a little bit of a home maintenance repair type thing. It's actually pretty common, and what we have here is we have a toilet that is continuing to run, and there could be a couple of reasons why the toilet might continue to run. Typically, it would just be the flapper on the toilet, which is a little rubber seat, and we'll take it out in a minute and show you. It's a little rubber seat that sits on there that prevents the water from going down into the actual bowl part of the toilet. And when we push the handle, the flapper comes up, releases the water that's in the tank, and flushes the toilet. The flapper then closes. The toilet fills up to a certain level, and there's a ball inside of there that's got air in it. And when that ball moves up to a certain level, it shuts the toilet off. And sometimes what can happen is the water can overflow into the stem and allow water to continue, and we have to adjust the ball. And a lot of times it's just that flapper. And so in this case, we can hear the water trickling. When the water's trickling like that, the toilet can't stop running because it can never get full enough to shut that ball off. And so that trickling doesn't sound like a lot right now, but in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep and the constant running, we're wasting water, and it's annoying. And so it's a simple little fix. Also, because of the way that flapper works, sometimes when you flush the toilet, the flapper just drops right away, and it doesn't allow the toilet to flush properly. And in this case, what we're going to do here is we're going to flush the toilet. And as you see, it didn't flush all the way, and that's because the flapper is actually waterlogged, and it doesn't have air trapped inside of it, and it wants to just shut right away. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the lid off the toilet here. And what we're going to do is we're going to shut the water off so the toilet doesn't continue to run. We're going to hold the handle down, and we're going to flush it all the way. And it's drained, no water. And if you want, you can take a look inside of there. Trying to give you a look of what it looks like in there. I don't know how well we can see that because our lighting is very poor, but we'll try to add a diagram to the video. And if you hold back just a little bit right there, this right here is actually what can fill up, overflow, and that's because the water line is not low enough, and that's because this is not adjusted properly. And so adjusting this properly to where the water shuts off before it gets to the top of the stem is important. But what we're going to do is, and you can scoot back a little bit, and I will take this off. It's very simple. We just unhook this, and when we get to the hardware store later, we'll take the video camera inside, and we'll actually show you on the video camera how to adjust all this stuff inside of the store where we have multiple parts available to us. And anyways, this is the part that we're talking about right here. And this is just not seating well around the edges, and as you can see, it's crooked, and that's not allowing it to sit very well. And a lot of times the damage that's caused by this, you can see here it's damaged, it's caused by us putting the blue toilet bowl cleaners in the tank. If you're going to put a deodorizer or a cleaner in your toilet, it needs to be put in the bowl only. If you put those kind of chemicals in the back, this is what they actually do to the rubber, and you can see it's blue, so at some point somebody's put that in there. And also the type of flapper that this is a low flush flapper, which people don't really like because of the fact you have to hold the handle down in order to do that. And so we're going to replace it with a flapper that just stays up until the bowl is empty, and you'll get a full 1.6 gallon 1.6 gallons per flush out of this instead of the half gallon per flush that it's set up to do right now. And so anyways, that's pretty much it for this little section. We're going to go to Orchards. That's the local home supply store that's located near here. We're going to go there, and we're going to find the correct flapper, and we're going to replace it, and we'll be back in a couple minutes with that.